styles this week, we have more variety to spice up your day. We'll show you several events from Lagos to the nation's capital, Abuja. Artists are showing off their new techniques and styles. That's our lineup on today's edition of the program. It begins in a moment. I'm Melinda Akinlami.
The writer is the visionary of his people. He anticipates, he warns. An artist should be able to use anything around him to create good.
When contemporary artist Mike Omoighe turned 60, the art community gathered to celebrate him by organizing a series of programs. But the highlight of the event was an exhibition of his works of art.
A crowd consisting of students, the academia, artists and well-wishers gathered at the Yusuf Grillo Auditorium in the Yaba College of Technology in Lagos. The event, organized by the Culture and Creative Arts Forum, the Society of Nigerian Artists, as well as a committee of friends in honor of their colleague, Mike Omoighe.
But for Mike Omoighe, in his intensity, his own is moderately thick.
The guest lecturer, Professor Ben Ezeohagu, who is the head of grapho analysis at the St. Louis African University, Port Novo, Republic of Benin, keeps his audience spellbound by revealing more about the artist for whom all have gathered.
Who is Mike Omoighe? This is in the light of his sojourn or sojourning as an artist, which comprises his training, working experiences, and contributions. However, much more importantly, considering how far he has developed and keep developing on the art-choosing path in connection with the development of his God-given potentials. And what are those developed or developing potentials that have triggered those contributions he has made as ascertained through the medium of handwriting, drawings and paintings, analysis, as well as emphasis on the relevance of his present age phase.
They moved to the Yusuf Grillo Hall to see the works of art done by this contemporary artist. Mike Omoighe tells us about his foray into the art and the spanks he received in his wee years.
I started, like every other person, drawing on sand, drawing or scribbling on a wall in the house, and you get spanked for it. And other early beginning that one did. But since I entered the art school, I have worked in phases. At the beginning, it was a very naturalistic work, and after some time, I didn't quite like. I wanted to explore the inner content of the works rather than the surface representation of the works. And I think that is the excitement for me. So every work I do is a new excitement. uniqueness of my work is that, well, I don't even know whether it's a style, but I know that something has been constant and persistent, which people say is my style, but I draw from the African tradition and I use those forms because African art is abstract in nature, it's conceptual, and is very complete and holistic. And you find that anytime you want to make a statement, it's all inclusive of line, forms, music, dance, and the rest of it. So I try to leave that on my canvas. So when you look at the work, you can feel motion, you can feel drama, you can, if listen very well, even hear the sound. So that I strive to achieve in my works.
It captures the story of his artistic career, which many of his colleagues are a big part of, taking note of how his images have blossomed with time.
There are three major areas. You look at him as an artist who had achieved a lot. You can see that he has his personal style and had developed it to such a very mature level that he has become a household name, not only in Nigeria but also abroad. Secondly, he had been teaching, lecturing at Yaba College of Tech for over 30 years, which is quite significant. And like he said, if he is able to produce a student and that student becomes part of his achievement, then he is fulfilled. I mean, he has produced dozens, hundreds of students anyway, who are now big artists on their own. And the third one is leadership. He had demonstrated a lot of leadership even within the college where he works. He had been HOD, he had been Dean of school, he had been Dean of Students Affairs, he had been Director of many institutes. And these are qualities that we see as unique and rare for the artist.
His whole life is a life of art. He has contributed immensely in so many ways. Everything he does in his life, you see art in it. I think he's very active in his professional association, workshops, everything that has to do with art in Nigeria, you will find him actively involved. So he is art itself. He lives, breathes, and eats art.
For this artist, fulfillment springs from the lives he's touched in his teaching career. Some of his former students are in this room and are already man enough to train other generations.
When once asked by a student of an old master Oscar awardee, Isiaka Osunde, and which I have aligned myself with now, he said, if I didn't achieve anything at all, I have been able to achieve the numerous professional children that I have given birth to. As a teacher, I'm so fulfilled. The chairman of Lagos State Society of Nigerian Artists and the one that represented the president at the national level, they were all my past students. And I was really deeply touched when they were talking of the interaction we had as teacher-student relationship. And so when you hear such a thing, you know that what you have achieved is not quantifiable. It's not for you to measure your achievements with only material things. There is a fulfillment. And when you are able to do things for love, and you are able to share this love of God with the youths who are your students, by teaching them what you know, then inflow new ideas, new ways for you And so I would say that all I have been able to achieve really is to be able to give out what I know about art and about life. And the more I give it, the more I receive. The divine spirit, God, replenishes me with new ideas and other things. So I have to keep giving, because if you stop giving, then this flow will cease.
Mr. Mike Omoighe is a phenomenal artist. His works are fantastic, usually bordering in the line of abstract expressionism. He's a very good artist, and I'm also privileged to have been one of his students. I met him in 1991, and right from there he has been contributing immensely in both the artistic field and also in the development of art students.
This artist is not losing steam yet, as he intends to keep making an impact in the art world.